Let's see what going, man.
Love yours. Love yours. No such thing.
Sorry, because I want to actually let him start talking and that, bro. And I don't want to stop him, but I'm going to stop him at the start, though. This is why they say learn the basics. You see that drum pattern? Very foundational, very basic and that, bro. But what works. It's the foundation and it's a fundamental for a flipping reason to why you keep hearing it again and again and again, because it flipping works and that, bro. Especially right there, it sounds a little bit abrupt, but still controlled as well and that, bro. You get me? It's bassy, it's punchy, bro. Sounds absolutely disgusting. Continue.
No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Goes for all y'all. It's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Yeah. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we were blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. But I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger in your mind? Cause pain still lingers on mine. On the road to riches, listen, this is what you find. The good news is, nigga, you came a long way. The bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way. Think being broke was better. Life that's
No, hold on. Hold the flipping dog. Hold the flipping dog. I told you guys when the whole beefing situation was going on that can resonate with J. Cole, because there's a lot of him and how he acts and some of his personality traits. I'm the exact same way in that, bro. So a lot of the things that he's saying right here, bro, I can make this reaction a whole hour if I flipping wanted to, but I'm trying to chill nowadays. But we're gonna go back. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to, because broski is flipping.
Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive.
Oh, and the other thing as well, I feel like we can all agree that COVID times was like a twilight zone, bro. No word of a lie. I went through Kendrick's whole catalog and J. Cole's whole catalog. I pretty much forgot everything. You get me? So the hook sounds very familiar still. That I like. I've definitely heard it. But the verses though, it's like, yeah, I'm not recollecting anything. It's like this is the first time I'm hearing it in terms of the verses.
Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Goes for all y'all. It's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Yeah. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we were blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. But I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger in your mind?
And I'm very bad when it comes to songs and song names and all of that type of stuff and that, bro. But I always refer back to a Lupe Fiasco lyric where he's basically saying if you survive blackness and that, bro, anything else in life is possible and that, bro. Because if you look at the hierarchy, you know what I'm saying, of black people, we're all the way at the bottom and that. So if you survive the bottom, you literally, all you're doing is just this right here. So what else is not possible if you survive all the way down there and that, you get me? And when you look at all the beautiful things in black culture, no matter where you are in the world, from the music that we've created, down to the food, down to the culture, the dances, all of that, it was all birthed within the struggle, bro. So if anyone understands the struggle, it's black people. It's why I'm like, yo, this song hits right here. Every single line and that, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Because you can't deny that right there, that there's not beauty in the struggle and that, bro. Because everything that is black and everything that people profit off when it comes to black culture and what black people do and what we have birthed in that, bro, it's all from the struggle, bro. It's all from the struggle. You get what I'm trying to say in that, man. And that's what make like us so special type of thing and that, fam, that we've done so much being suppressed and our abilities have been suppressed for so long and that, bruv, and we've still been able to come out great. You get what I'm trying to say? Now imagine we have the resources and we are at the top, and that's why in that, yeah, that's why, you know, I'm saying that, I ain't even gotta say too much in that, bro. But we all know that certain things are still happening in that, fam. You get what I'm trying to say? That because if we do get the resources and it's over, man. And the thing is, we still do it in a clean-hearted way. That's the thing. We don't need any.
Cause pain still lingers on mine.
Yeah,
on the road to riches, listen, this is what you find. The good news is, nigga, you came a long way. The bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way. Think being broke was better. Life that's better than yours.
You see, you get what I'm trying to say. There's beauty in the struggle and there's ugliness within the richness and all of that type of stuff and that, bro. Because you can survive and you can be in both sets of each life and that, bro. But at the same time, it all depends how you navigate it. You know, that's a big thing about life, bro. More times, there's nothing's like you can have 5 different people that are all struggling in the exact same way or in different ways and that, bro. But the person that is struggling the most has a different outlook on life that's somewhat positive than the person who's struggling the least and that, bro, but just sees it as complete detriment, bro. I'm worthless, bro. Life is genuinely all about perspective. You know how when people say, oh, when you're trying to get a physique, it's 80% diet and 20% working out. I'm telling you, this life shit is 80% perspective and mindset, bro. I'm telling you, and you get me. It's all just perspective and mindset, bro.
Nigga, you went the wrong way. Think being broke was better. Life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Think being broke was better. Life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. For what's money without happiness? Or hard times without the people you love? Though I'm not sure what's about to happen next, I ask for strength from the Lord up above. Cause I've been strong so far, but I can feel my grip loosening. Quick, do something before you lose it for good. Get it back and use it for good. And touch the people how you did like before. I'm tired of living with demons cause they always inviting more. Think being broke was better. Now I don't mean that phrase with no disrespect to all my niggas out there living in debt. Cash and minimal checks. Turn on the TV, see a nigga Rolex, and fantasize about a life with no stress. I mean this shit sincerely. And as a nigga who was once in your shoes, living with nothing to lose, I hope one day you hear me. Always gonna be a bigger house somewhere, but nigga feel me. Long as the people in that motherfucker love you dearly. Always gonna be a whip.
That's what I'm saying, that, man. That's what I'm saying, and that, bro. Because even if I think of like back to my family on my dad's side, I'm half Gambian, half Jamaican, lived in Gambia once upon a time, and I remember when there was like 6 to 8 people in one room, one bed here, and then a mattress in the middle type of thing, and we're all just bundled up or whatever. You get what I'm trying to say? And then looking from that moment to when obviously my family were grinding, now all of a sudden my uncle owns pretty much the biggest sound system company within the Gambia. My auntie did great things, who unfortunately passed away. If you've been following the channel when I took that break, that's the same auntie that I was talking about, who achieved some great things in a country that doesn't really favor a woman being a leader and all of that, and she was able to completely break barriers and do amazing things for herself and her family and that. And you get what I'm trying to say, and that was so shout out to auntie for that right there. But when you just look at the two, I feel like all that changed was the materialistic things in that, fam. Like I feel like my family was just as happy within those times of quote unquote poverty and struggle and that, which they still are struggling, you can say in that, but because it's Africa, lack of resources, all of that type of stuff and that, bro. But from living in that room right there with 6 to 8 people sleeping in one room and that, bro, to now where we have story building houses and that, bro, the happiness was still consistent, and that all that's really changed is just the infrastructure and the materialistic things in terms of the love we have for each other and all of that. That really hasn't changed in that, fam. You get what I'm trying to say? And what I mean is that life, quote unquote, improving in a materialistic way didn't really make anything better. It didn't make anyone happier, and that it was pretty much the same. And that, when you get me, it just looks good to the eye. So once again, it's all about perspective and all of that type of stuff. Not being able to provide for yourself and do certain things is definitely like it can mess with your mind 100%. But I'm telling you, when you kind of somewhat have nothing and are just concentrating on one thing, there's a beauty and a simplicity about that right there, compared to where now you're successful and you're managing this and this and this and have to deal with personalities, and now all of a sudden your morals as well and that, bro, get questioned when you're trying to deal with certain people and get into different business deals. And as your wealth starts to increase and that, bro, what are you going to do, or how much are you going to do to keep your morals intact and principles and for the check and that, like, bro, it gets a lot. Whereas once when you were grinding and you were, bro, all you wanted was just one thing, and then you get there and it's like, ooh, there's still more to go and that, bro, there's more to balance and So it's definitely all perspective and that. I mean, you get what I'm trying to say, but yeah, there's definitely a beauty in the struggle without a doubt.
A nigga feel me, long as the people
Sure,
in that
sure.
motherfucker love you dearly. Always gonna be a whip that's better than the one you got. Always gonna be some clothes that's fresher than the ones you rock. Always gonna be a bitch that's better out there on the tours. But you ain't never gonna be happy till you love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived.
That was far. 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 Shout out to man like J. Cole, man. Shout out to man like J. Cole and that, man. Obviously, I didn't want to bring up the moment, you know what I mean? Because I feel like people have talked about it enough. But like I said, within his whole musical career, that's probably the only moment that I've quote unquote disagreed with him, that man. You know what I mean? Because even as a person that I feel like very forgiving, understanding, and that, bro, you get what I'm trying to say? My competitive bone isn't crazy and all of that type of stuff. Compared to some other people or whatever, or my other friends or other people within the world. At the same time, I probably still wouldn't have done what he done, especially when you put yourself in a situation or whatever. And that, that's, I feel like that's what it is, putting yourself in a situation and then backing out of the situation, and that, like, you put yourself in the situation at the end of the day type of thing. But other than that, though, in terms of what J. Cole stands for, what he preaches, all of that type of stuff, and that, wholeheartedly 10 out of 10 agree with him. That, you get me? He's a good soul, man. He's a good soul. He's a good soul. And what he didn't even make it bad either, bro. You get me? It's just obviously this hip hop ish. It gets a little, you're not heated, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're the person that's doing said thing, or you're just watching from the outside, and that people are gonna get passionate about it, bro. You get what I'm trying to say in that, man. But yeah, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Shout out to man like J. Cole. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Njies. I'm gone. Maybe